Yesterday, we explored generative AI, a global revolution in creativity. Today, we bring it home.
Because India is not watching this AI revolution from the sidelines. We are building it. And in this episode, I want to show you exactly why India's position in AI is so uniquely powerful, and why your generation is the one that will determine how this entire story ends. So, you ready? Let's dive in.
Okay, so what is it that makes India's position so special? Well, it all starts with a few fundamental strengths that honestly, no other country can just copy. We can think of them as our unfair advantages.
It all begins with that huge number we hear all the time, 1.4 billion people. But in the world of AI, that's not just a population statistic. It's the world's single largest talent pool to build AI and the largest, most diverse source of data to train it. See, AI needs two things, fuel and an engine. Our data is the fuel, and our talent, our people, is the engine. And India has both on a scale nobody else can even come close to.
So how do we see that data in action? Just look at this number, over 10 billion. That's billion with a B, UPI transactions every single month. This is literally the largest real-time stream of economic data on the entire planet. It's a national asset, perfect for training AI models to understand our autonomy, our commerce, and our culture in a way that's never been possible before. And here's the final piece of that incredible foundation. The average age in India is just 28. Now let that sink in. Our largest, most digitally native generation, that's your generation, is stepping into its prime at the exact moment the AI revolution is catching fire. I mean, you couldn't time that demographic advantage more perfectly if you tried.
But of course, advantages are just potential, right? So who's actually turning all this potential into reality? Well, let's meet the builders.
The groundwork is being laid right now in our world-class institutions. We're talking about the IITs, IISc Bangalore, and really specialized labs like AI for Bharat, which is focused on building AI for our own languages. These are the places where the deep research, the core breakthroughs are happening as we speak. And all that amazing research is now fueling a brand new wave of startups. Take Sarvam AI, for example. Now, remember we talked about large language models, the tech behind tools like ChatGPT? Well, Sarvam is building them from the ground up, specifically for India's diverse languages. This isn't an afterthought for them, it's their entire mission.
Then you have Krutram, from Ola's founder Bhavish Agrawal, and their ambition is just massive. They are building India's first complete AI ecosystem. Think about what that means. We're talking everything from the custom silicon chips that power the AI all the way up to the language models themselves. The whole goal is to create a truly sovereign AI, one that's built by India for India from start to finish.
And this is where it gets real. Look at how this tech is solving real Indian problems. CureSkin uses the camera on a basic smartphone to diagnose skin conditions. It brings expert-level dermatological advice to rural areas where a doctor might be hundreds of kilometers away. This is what we mean by AI for access.
And here's another powerful example of innovation that is literally saving lives. Niramai is pioneering a totally new method for breast cancer screening using AI and thermal imaging. This makes the whole process more affordable, less invasive, and, most importantly, more accessible to women all across the country. It's a perfect example of Indian AI tackling a global health challenge head-on.
Now, it's important to note that this isn't just happening in a few isolated labs or startups. This is a coordinated national effort.
The government has seriously put its money where its mouth is. Over 10,000 crore rupees. That's the budget for the India AI mission. This isn't just a number, it's a massive signal to the world and to everyone here at home that making India an AI leader is a top national priority.
And it's not just a budget, there's a real strategy here. Step 1, build the raw power, the massive supercomputers that AI needs to think. Step 2, feed those computers with high-quality Indian data. And step 3, maybe the most important step of all, deploy that AI to improve governance and public services for every single citizen. It's a clear, powerful three-step plan.
So this brings us to the final point. And honestly, it's probably the most important one for your generation. It's about turning what many people see as a massive challenge into our single greatest strength.
So what is it? What's the one thing that's a huge challenge for global AI, but at the same time our single greatest opportunity? The answer? Well, it's been hiding in plain sight all along. It's our languages. The entire global AI ecosystem was built for English first, and now they're trying to kind of patch on other languages. But we have the chance to do the exact opposite. We can build AI that is born in Hindi, in Tamil, in Bengali, in Marathi, natively understanding our context, our culture, our unique nuances, right from day one.
You might remember we talked about the language data gap in AI back in episode 7. Well, this is the key. That gap. It's not our problem to solve. It's our invitation to build. It's a unique opening for our engineers and our entrepreneurs to create something the world desperately needs, starting with over 1 billion people right here at home.
So think about it. India has the talent, the data, the scale, and now the government commitment to be a top 3 AI nation. The story's ending, however. That's yours to write. But as we build, we have to ask the hard questions. Should AI have rules? Who gets to decide what they are? And who's responsible when it goes wrong? Tomorrow, in episode 13, we tackle AI ethics. And believe me, it is a debate your generation must lead. I'll see you then.